Welcome
to the J&O Show.
We talk about
Denzel about to give us a word, y'all. You gotta listen. Brother Denzel. Gotta listen.
Ladies, pay attention. A man calling you baby means nothing. A man moving into your house means nothing. A man calling you his woman means nothing.
I just want to pause so that way y'all can hear it. We got brother Denzel. He trying to tell us something. Y'all better listen.
A man giving you a baby means nothing. I'm about to hurt some feelings with this next one. A man marrying you means nothing. You know what means something? A man changing himself, his lifestyle, and his ways to keep you, that's what means something.
I was about to pause it, but he already did it for me. Did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that?
Yep.
Did you hear it?
I heard it. I have thoughts on this. Yes.
Yes.
But I'm gonna let you go because if I start my thoughts, you may never get yours.
That's true. Okay, that was pretty deep.
Think deep. Yep.
The only thing I will
deep.
pause on
There you go.
is the man marrying you means nothing. That's the only thing that one I would pause on a little bit.
Oh, that coming. Yep.
But you know what? Because of who he is and where he is in Hollywood, I'm not surprised that he would say that.
It's a very good point.
Because in Hollywood, they get in and out of marriage. Not him. Praise God. Him and his wife been married since he been Denzel, from what I know. I don't know how. They've been married for a long time.
Yes.
But I'm just saying, in his world, in his Hollywood world, unfortunately, I think that is a truism. But for the rest of us, who live in the other 98% of us that don't live in Hollywood, I would not agree with that point. But I thought that was deep, especially the aspect of a man basically changing, trying to better himself for the collective, for you and also for him to be able to keep you, because I think that's one of the things that we forget, and we think that you shouldn't have to. I hear people say, oh, I don't have to change. Like, this is me. Well, this is how I am. In what world do you think that's okay? If you got hired to do a job, and let's say your job was customer service, a lot of people are in customer service, right? And you have a way about you in which whenever you come across people, you talk to people, you give them the exact same energy they give you. So if they're nasty towards you, you're nasty towards them, because you're just like, yo, you give it, I give it, you know, and you're like, that's just how I am. Now, you can try that on your customer service job. It's not going to last, but for so long. You know why? Because that company has a reputation to uphold. So you have to get in line or you got to get out. So I don't understand why people think that when you're in a relationship, that specifically speaking about marriage, that you think that you don't have to change. Like, first of all, you're going to change naturally, because over time, like, we all change. None of us stay the same. Like, we're always growing, hopefully evolving in thought and everything like that. But it's natural that you're going to go through changes in life. So if you are looking for marriage and you're planning on getting married, or you are married, you have to get that out of your mind, that this is who I am, this is me, and they just have to accept me. I'm not changing anything. Like, if that's your mindset, then you need to work on that, because you're not going to have a successful relationship with anybody if you think that you don't have to make any changes. We all have to make changes.
Yes.
Period.
All right. So my take is, number one, I don't know if that was really Denzel. I'm not 100% sure because they didn't have a video up there. Don't know if that would 100% convince me either, because AI is a very powerful tool and people using it, and folks be lying. So I don't know if that was really Denzel. It did make me listen to it because it was Denzel. So I guess it did what it was supposed to do, but I don't know if that was really him. I do have the same issue my wife has with it, with the whole marriage thing. Now, what I did not consider is what you said. Where he's from, the marriage thing don't mean as much.
No, because as
everywhere else, pretty much. For majority of the other places that there is, marriage means a lot bit more. So for the rest of us, if a man marries you, it means something, lady. Don't. Guys, y'all can back me up on this. We not just gonna walk down that. There's a reason men get nervous. Now, I didn't have that, oddly enough, because I was tired of being out here in these streets. I was tired of shaking it. Okay? I was tired of shaking it. I wasn't getting the return on the shaking that I deserved. I felt like
You're shaking it fast for cash.
I
What?
wasn't doing it for cash. I wasn't doing it for cash. I was doing it for something else. But what I will say, hey, look, I'm just saying, I was doing it for something else. I'm being honest with you. I'm being honest, all right? I'm trying to watch because, sometimes I get a little wild with my words out here. I am yet changing. So look, one of the things I want to say is for men, we can all tell you, we take marriage very, very seriously.
He ain't lying.
Most of us, not all men, but most men take it very seriously. There's a reason why it's harder for women to get men down the aisle. There's a reason why in relationships, a lot of times when things are going very, very well, women start going, I don't understand why you ain't proposed to me? Why you ain't committing? And a lot of women say that men have an issue with commitment. There's a reason, because we take it very seriously. It means a lot for us to decide to tie ourselves to you in what we consider to be long term. As we know the stats for divorce, the majority of divorces are initiated by women. This backs up my point. Marriage is very important to men, and we will stick through it even when things is going south, when we're not exactly happy, when a woman is berating us and emasculating us, we will still stay married. Okay, guys, I need you to do me a favor. I need you to hit that like button. I need you to hit that subscribe button. I need you to hit that notification button. I need you to hit all the buttons. Thank you. So, I don't know what the hell he talking about. Outside of what my wife said, where he's from, it don't mean as much because they got money, they move different. Now, I told y'all this before, but I'm going to say it again for those of you new coming in here. There's a couple of industries that don't operate by the rules that the rest of us operate by. These celebrity spheres don't operate by the same rules that we operate by.
Sure
certain industries, the music industry, the film industry, fashion industry, the sports industries, they all operate in different ways than the rest of us operate. But they are also only a small percentage of the population. They're not even 10% of the population, all of these industries, especially when they get to the point like he was talking about where the marriage don't matter because you just got money, you just moving in a completely different field. Those are not most of us, right? 90% of us move in a different world than they move in. We operate under different rules societally than they do. Don't let nobody lie to you, lady. Marriages mean a lot to men. And guys, y'all back me up in the comments. We ain't just trying to tie ourselves to just any old body. There's dudes in my comments that be like, brother, I hear you, Jay. I hear you and Jesus. But you ain't out here in the streets with me. You stop shaking. I'm still shaking it. Wow. And I'm just letting you know I ain't ready to hang up the thong just yet.
Really?
Okay. Oh gosh, I'm sorry. I'm snorting and everything. I'm sorry, y'all. I had to throw that was just me being silly. Don't worry about it. But in all honesty, marriage is very important. But the most important thing, like he said, is a guy making changes to himself to better the relationship. And I want to be very specific because sometimes people ask for changes that they should not be asking for. And sometimes people give changes that they should not be giving.
Yeah, that's true.
If this change that they're asking for from you fundamentally changes who you are as a person, as in what we were seeing, you're a very happy, jovial person and you're, whatever, and you get with somebody that just sucks the soul out of you, and because they take everything so serious and then they look down on you and they emasculate and castigate you because you're having fun and they just want to be serious, not because they're having a serious conversation, just because they expect you to be serious most of the time. That ain't cool. You have to have discernment as to when you should and should not change.
Now, this is where it gets complicated.
But then again, the very same example, you could be somebody that don't know when to stop playing, and that could be something that's holding you back in life, at your job, with your family. You don't know how to read the room. So that woman could be then helping you to read the daggone room. That might be what you need in a marriage.
Yes.
So you have to have the discernment to understand, are the changes that this woman is asking me to make doesn't make sense.
Right.
And that's the same thing for the ladies too. A lot of times guys will try to bring structure and order into a situation. Not always, but a lot of times that's sort of kind of how men move, a little bit more structured, a little bit more focused on one thing at a time as opposed to being spread across many things. That may be something that you need in your life, but you also have to watch, like, you trying to bring structure into your life and he's a hot mess. Like, you got to be able to watch and see, do these things make sense? So even with what he was saying, you do have to have discernment. You don't want anybody to ever bring you out of purpose, and you don't want anybody to ever put you in a position where you're actually becoming worse. You want to be becoming better. And then these things you got to fix before marriage. Don't get married and be like, you know what? I need to leave you because I just realized that you're making me worse. Now it's too late. You got to work on it now.
Yeah.
That's just me. I believe in Jill. Oh, no, excuse me. I'm sorry. I believe in Jill.
Okay. You didn't get the pitch right, huh?
Yeah, I got the pitch wrong. So because I believe in Jews, I don't believe in divorce unless there's cheating, or I can't even say fisticuffs. I'm trying to find a way to do it. I can't even say fisticuffs, but I do believe that you don't need to stay in the house with somebody who's doing fisticuffs.
Yeah.
If you hitting them upside the head, you might get hit back. That's all I'm gonna say about that. That's all I'm saying. But if you ain't hitting him upside the head and he try to come for your head, I mean, you know, maybe he don't even need to be alive no more.
Whoa!
You know, it was self-defense. That's all I'm gonna say. Anyway.
If you guys made it this far, go ahead and turn on your post notifications, smash that subscribe button, and give us a thumbs up so that way YouTube knows that you appreciate what we're putting down. Hey, everybody. Down in the description, there are 2 links.
One is to a GoFundMe, and the other one is to a video that explains what the GoFundMe is for. Long story short, we have a medical situation with our daughter that we have to pay for everything out of pocket, and we could really use you guys' help.
Yes.
If you have the time, we'd love for you to go check it out. If you have the money, the funds, we'd love for you guys to help. If not, maybe you could send a link to somebody else who can help. We thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Peace.
Press the off button.